Hello everyone and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Legends video. So for this video, we're going to be going over a number of things that is coming out when the maintenance on summons in the shop is over tonight during the next login that you guys get. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hit that subscribe, of course, if you are new to the channel for more content, as well as the notifications so you don't miss anything we upload here on the channel. I am extra hype about this because not only did we get Super Saiyan Trunks' Zenkai Awakening, we're going to go over that, but they also did add in all of the new Super Warriors. So remember a few days ago when they put out that newsletter and it was like, oh, who's going to step up to defend the Earth? And it was like, bro, that's obviously Super Warrior stuff. And by the way, spoiler, they are obviously going to be buffing the Super Warrior tag. So thank you so much. So that being said, we have the new EX, Tien, Yamcha, and Krillin. We're going to be reviewing all of those units in this video. So make sure you don't miss anything by listening through the entirety of the video. I want to say in the next video like this, let me know what music you guys would like to hear in the background. Okay. Anyways, that being said, let's go ahead and start off by taking a look at the new equipment. So we have a new equipment that's actually dropping and immediately getting an awakening. So there's that. 5 to 8% to strike and blast defense for each Super Warrior battle member. That is actually a nuts ability. So a lot of people, oh my god, what is this? 30% to HP and blast attack? And they're EXs, so they get access to the super powerful EX specific color equips, like this one here for EX Green, for example. Oh, that Sun Family one's awoken now? What? Yeah, so like this, there's one of these for every EX color, right? So anyways, that's crazy, man. This is Awakening too? What? The Super Warrior, excuse me, Sun Family. It was Sun Family or Super Warrior previously, right? Anyways. Yeah, it was Sun Family, but they took that off. Yeah, okay. So double defense, 25% slot 2 to either attack, special move, and key recovery. Oh, this is a nuts equip as well, bro. So what I was saying was this, a lot of people don't understand why it's 5 to 8 instead of like a high number. It's because the way it calculates, this is actually really good. So 30% as well to blast attack and HP, and then 10 to 40% to damage inflicted when Tien is a battle member. Okay, that's actually damage inflicted buff? What? That's actually really good, man. Okay. All right, that equipment is really good. Some other stuff that's happening here. So you are going to be able to get Krillin and Tien from a new event, it seems. Yamcha, though, is in co-op. So you do need to play co-op for Yamcha. This is the new, something similar to the Sizzling boot camp from last year with the Ginyu Force members. It's only 3 EXs instead of 6 like last time, but the thing that's happening here is they should eventually be in summons just like last time, right? So that's what's happening. So also, Trunks is now, speaking of summons, in the Masters Pack Z banner. If you didn't catch it, they're going to constantly update this banner every time a new mainline Zenkai unit is released. So they're going to constantly add them here and go from there, right? So this is always going to be your one-stop shop for Zenkaiable units. So I don't know, man. If you want to pull on that banner, go for it. I guess more power to you. Speaking of pulling, there's a new Chrono Crystal Digger. Okay. Assist bots are generally good value, but I don't know about that one. And then again, to your login bonus. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in. Let's start off by taking a look at, actually, we're going to go over Krillin first, and then we're going to go to the Zenkai Trunks, then we're going to look at the last two. So they're all Cell Saga as well. That Krillin art looks majestic, bro. I'm happy about this. Okay, so purple. Okay. Wait, hold on. Did we get a red unit? Yamcha's red. Of course Yamcha's the red one. Anyways, so here's Krillin. I don't know what the base, it's probably going to be 3-star. You're probably going to only be able to get to 3-star for now. If they're smart, because the way that the new star system works, they should just let you get 6-star. Because 3-star versus, you know, a lot of higher star units that a lot of people have, it's probably not going to be great. So, anyways, Pure-Hearted Wish reduces enemies' Dragon Balls by 3. Hello? Cancels allies' downgrades in abnormal conditions. I'll take that. Plus 30% to damage inflicted by Super Warrior or purple characters. Oh, he's going to be able to be used on like a mono purple type of team. That's not bad. I mean, you're not going to run that, but I mean, that's not a bad like flexibility. Applies the following effects itself per Super Warrior or purple battle member when this character enters the battlefield. Plus 20% to damage inflicted. Oh, man. Reduces damage received by 10% for 10 counts and 20% to key recovery. Senzubi in support. Yes, let's go. Applies the following effects to allies if own remaining health is 50% or above or below. After the enemy's attack is over, activates once. Restores health by 25. Gives 60% key recovery. And then gives 30% damage inflicted. So he gives them a buff and health restoration if he's below 50% when the enemy ends their combo one time. Senzumi. Okay, I'll take it. So the Destructo Disc is teachable to Shallot. 100% chance to inflict heavy bleed. Not bad. And I wonder if that's like going to be a fast animation or what. I assume they're probably going to drop previews for this stuff later on tonight, but whatever the case is, here we go. Solar Flare, long range. The following effects occur on hit. Inflicts enemy with flash. Restores ki by 50. That's a big thing there. And then on top of that, though, inflicts enemy dash reduction plus 30% to damage received. He also has the ki recovery blast card, so there's that. Yeah, he does buff purple. Super Warrior in purple. Blast attack and defense. Yo, they gave Super Warrior a 38% double buff eventually. Yo, this is God tier. That is really good. Yo, it took long enough, man. It took them long enough. Thank you, Super Warrior Love, man. Okay. Speaking of love, I know a lot of people were waiting for Trunks to get his Zenkai, and I know you guys have been waiting for me to go over it. Let's go ahead and do that here now live. So here's Trunks' Zenkai information. So I don't know how this is. Let's just go 7-star for people. I assume a lot of people have beyond that. If you've been playing for a long time, that is. His grid is not really reflecting, you know, the stats and stuff, but here's a look down here. Okay. I don't even know how accurately this reflects it. They did go up. Actually, a good bit. Okay. Anyways, here we go. So defense type unit, by the way. So we can actually see the before and after. Shout out to Renzi, man. So main ability was just draws the ultimate. Now it's draws the ultimate and restores ki by 20, which is just enough, and then gives him a damage buff for 15 counts. Okay, this is short and sweet, but it's good enough. Okay, let's take a look at the uniques. So plus 20% of damage inflicted against Frieza Force or Lineage of Evil can't be canceled. Applies the following effects to all enemies when this character enters the battlefield. Inflicts them with a downgrade plus 10% to damage received and plus 3 to strike and blast arts card cost. This is going to help him reliably be a defense type unit because he wants to switch in on covers because he has cover cut. And making their cards more expensive is going to help him out, obviously, with the sustainability. They unfortunately didn't raise his cover cut up to 50. I'm surprised they didn't, but let's see what else is in here before we criticize it. Reduces damage received by 40% until combo is over when changing cover. The following effects occur when activated. Plus 20% of damage inflicted for 20 counts. And inflicts the attribute downgrade minus 40% of ki recovery. So yeah, by doing ki recovery and then also card cost up, they're trying to make it to where he has a safe environment to switch into. But I don't know how reliable that'll be in terms of like, I don't know, like the matchups that he'll be versus, right? I don't want to gauge everything based off Vegito Blue, so it just kind of depends, right? Applies the following effects to allies when this character is switched to standby. Oh, he buffs allies? Oh my god. Future Medicine. Restores health by 15%. Activates twice. When he switches that, he heals both allies by 15% twice. And he gives ki non-stop, by the way. And he gives a stacking buff of damage up to 20%. So, by the way, I said both. When it says allies, that actually applies to Trunks too. When he switches out, he'll heal himself as well. And he also would get that 10% buff up to 20. See how they tried to really balance that? Because there are other units like EX Chi-Chi or like the Saiyan Saga Goku or like the EX Raditz that are doing these switch buffs that stack like that. But they gave him only 20. But that's actually really good to throw on because it's not his primary focus. Here's the last unique. That was a Zenkai 3 unique, by the way. The one that buffs and heals and stuff. So Zenkai 1 is just this stuff here. The healing one is Zenkai 3. Here's a Zenkai 6. So applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield if there is a hybrid Saiyan battle member other than this character in the party. Plus 20% of damage inflicted for 15 counts. Reduces damage received. So that's why they didn't raise the cover cut, because he already gets cover cut, basically. Increases card draw speed and minus 3 to his card cost. He's got some good support stuff by switching out and giving ki and damage. That's actually really good and good flexibility. The ki is non-stop. The damage is only twice, and same with the health. But again, that's really good flexibility. If you consider that he also will be getting the damage buff, him getting 20% from this when entering the battle if he has a hybrid Saiyan battle member, which is not that hard to do. There's some good hybrids to run alongside him. Between hybrids, Vegeta family, and Future, right? But he also gets the ki recovery, not ki recovery, excuse me, the card cost down instead of ki recovery, but he picks up card draw speed. Let's see his green card, though, because his green card might offer some of that stuff that'll let him be a reliable, like, sidestep unit. But card draw speed +1 is really good. 50% chance to inflict bleed. The blue card, plus 20% to own key recovery upon activation. Inflicts enemy attribute downgrade, plus 20% to damage received for 15 counts on hit. Green card, plus 25% to strike and blast damage. So that actually doesn't really change. It just goes up. Yeah, it goes up by 5. Does the cost go down at least? Because I think it was pretty expensive. 15 wasn't that bad. Okay. Yeah, it's the same. So the ultimate applies the following effects itself upon activation, plus 30% to damage inflicted against Lineage of Evil. Nullifies endurance and plus 100% chance to inflict heavy bleed. But he should have got... Oh, he is red hybrids as well. Oh, that's nuts. Go Tinks. I mean, Gohan too, but like, go Tinks. But like, Trunks should have got... I don't know. I don't want to judge him. I need to see him in action. But what I will say is he should be able to reliably output enough damage to be consistent. But if we take him on surface level as a defense type, let's look at Yellow Trunks as a barometer for defense type. We'll set him at a similar level as well. So we're going to actually just put him at 3-star. His defense is at 137. Over here as well, 134. We jump him up here, 140, 140. So Trunks is actually, Red Trunks has actually got a lot going on. He also has, again, the double cuts as well. Here's another example of a really tanky unit that has access to a lot of cuts and at a similar equivalent level, 130, 130. I don't know who the highest defensive stat unit is in the game, but long story short, the Red Trunks does have really good defensive stats and really good offensive stats, as you would expect. But even on top of that, though, you got to remember, if you're Zenkai 7ing him, he is getting these additional 35 and 40% splits. So he's going to be quite impressive, man. Okay, let's take a look at the last couple of units, and we'll go from there. So here's Tien. So Tien is actually a defense-type unit as well. Main ability restores own health by 25%, cancels own attribute downgrades, and cancels enemies' buffs. Not bad. Okay. All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. Because Krillin is, I assume Krillin was a support type. Because Krillin is offering like all those like support type buffs. He's got to be, man. This Senzibine support, he's got to be a support type. So let's just double check here. He is a support type. Yeah. Krillin is offering the buffs. So Tien is all but necessary to run with Krillin. So here we go. Applies the following effects itself based on the number of battle members when this character enters the battlefield. If you have 3 battle members, he gets 20% damage inflicted for 20 counts and reduces damage received by 20%. But if they get defeated, things change, right? When there's 2, one alongside him, he reduces damage received and -3 to card cost, so he actually doesn't get damage anymore. Okay, and if he's a last man, he reduces damage received by 30% and -5 to strike and blast arts cost. Okay, reduces damage received by 20% until the combo ends when changing cover. You have to combo this with the other uniques because the other unique is constantly giving damage cut too, just like Trunks, right? So like there's 2 avenues to cut damage. Applies the following effects itself per defeated. Oh, this is where it's at. That's why he does the damage. Per defeated Super Warrior or Green battle member when this character enters the battlefield. Plus 40% to death. If he's last man, he's going to get freaking damage cut, card cost down, key recovery, and 80% damage. Okay. And he's your defense type, right? Yeah, okay, Tien. All right. So, special move, inflicts enemy attribute downgrade -1 to their card draw speed on hit. Okay, with the Tribune, that is also teachable. So, we take a look at the green card, restores own Vantage Gauge by 40. That is nuts, man. Gradually restores allied health of Super Warriors or green characters for 15 counts with the green card. Strike, attack, and defense, I imagine? Or is he double defense? He's double defense. Yo, please let us get them. I know for a fact they're not about to let us get 6-star, man. To get this Z ability, they're going to lock that behind when the units are on the summon banner. Watch. 110% they're not going to be on, free. I'm sure I can look at the events right now, and I'm hoping that they are, but like, I don't know. I assume this guy's going to be strike, attack, and defense. Oh, no, he's ranged. So he might just be double attack, unless they're going to do another blast attack and defense. So here we go. The last one of the bunch. We take a look now at the man, Yamcha. I got my alarm going off. All right, so Yamcha. So main ability, inflicts all enemies with no switching and restores ki by 50. And you need 10 counts to do it. Okay. Applies the following effects itself when this character enters the battlefield. Plus 30% to damage inflicted. -10 to blast arts cost. Okay, I see you, Yamcha. Also applies the following effects itself if a Super Warrior or Red other than this character's battle member. Plus 20% to damage inflicted and -5 to blast arts cost. Okay. Applies the following effects to self when there are 3 battle members remaining. Oh, there has to be 3. He gets an uncancelable 50% blast damage buff and a card draw speed buff. He has card cost down, key recovery, like a flat key recovery. He has a lot of card cost down, though. But he also has a card draw speed buff. Plus 20% damage inflicted by allies when this character is defeated. That was so unnecessary, but it's really good. But it was so unnecessary for his kit. It's like out of nowhere. But this is really good. It's almost as out of nowhere as Trunks having support abilities. But this is really good. I'll take that. Because Tien is meant to be your last man. And funnily enough, Tien is a green unit, right? So this guy's red, so obviously he'd be weak to like a blue, and Tien would be able to cover for that. So plus 20% of special move damage inflicted for 10 counts upon activation, not bad. Plus 10% of damage inflicted for 15 counts. Destroys all of your strike cards, increases damage based on the number of strike cards destroyed. If you destroy 3, you get 35% damage inflicted. Yamcha's gonna be a monster, man. I think he's double attack, right? Yeah, he is double attack. Oh no, I need 6-star Super Warriors, bro. I need it. I need it. Oh my god. Now I see why that equip is like, oh, if you have Tien on your team, you get damage buffs. Because you have to run Tien. You absolutely have no choice. Like, if you look at the Super Warrior grouping, sure, you could run Titan's Yamcha eventually when they bring his event back for the first time in like 2 years almost. You know, it's not been that long, but it's been forever. Some of these other units, I guess, are usable as well. They don't have the Z ability, but whatever. But, like, you have to run Tien on the team. You have to. So, overall, I'm actually really impressed with the Super Warriors. They're really good. They're actually really good. So we'll see what they do, man. I'm excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys think about Trunks and the Super Warriors. Have an awesome day. Hit that thumbs up. That subscribe. It is good for your health if you subscribe, and hit that thumbs up as well if you didn't know. Have an awesome day, and I'll see all of you in the next one.